Hi. Hey, everybody. I think we're live. So happy 2026. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that January is like, we're 3/4 into January. But I really feel like the new year doesn't truly start until February. It's just always been like that for me. I don't know if it's like that for you, but I would love to know if you're here with us live. And I'm going to be sharing some messages that Spirit wants to say about what to expect. So, overall, the theme of 2026 for us all collectively. And then if we have time, I might pull some cards for everyone as well. But if you are here, let me know. I'd love to see you here in the comments. And I don't even know what Spirit is going to be sharing with us here today, but I know that it is something that Spirit has been pushing me to do. So we're all finding this out together. Now, one thing that I have been getting, a message that Spirit's been sharing, is that the number one guiding force for you this year will be your intuition, and things are going to be pivoting and you're going to be moving faster. You might feel like there's a timeline and then it shifts, and you have to really follow your intuition and listen to your body and your energy. That is a message I do know. But I'm going to be pulling some cards with messages that Spirit hasn't even shared with me yet for 2026. So, hey to everybody watching. If you're here, I'd love to know. Hey, Renee. Hey, Susu. And I know there are others here too. So I'll be pulling some cards here in just a few minutes and see what Spirit, sharing. But I'd love to know from you in the comments, like, how is your 2026? Like, what do you feel right now is your theme just currently? Like, what's the vibe that's going? So I know that we all need to follow our intuition and just like don't hold on to things too tightly. That's a message I've been getting. Just let things kind of flow and be adaptable, and just allow ourselves to adapt. That's going to be really important. Renee says, it is my year. I love that you're claiming that. That's fantastic. I think that starts your energy out really good. And I can't wait to see what Spirit has to share. So if you are here, we're getting ready to do some readings for 2026, just in seeing what the group theme is. I did want to let everybody know that we have some special events happening this week and next week. If you don't know and you're not on my list, tomorrow, Thursday, January 22nd, we have a Spirit Circle, the first Spirit Circle of the entire year. It's only $22, and Chandra's going to be leading that. So it's a 1-hour event where you increase your intuition with your spirit guides and adjust like your clairs. So if you feel like, gosh, there's one clair that's just not really working for me, or I just want to hone it a little bit more, this is the perfect circle for you. You can find more out about that at messengerofspirit.com/classes. And I'll put that link here. But then next week, I am actually leading a workshop myself, and I haven't done that in like a year or so. And I'm going to be walking everybody through on January 29th. I'll be walking everybody through how to pull your own cards for the year and the month and channel the messages that your spirit guides want you to know. So I'm going to give you my system. We're going to do it together. It's going to be a 90-minute workshop, January 29th. And right now there is a discount price if you'd like to attend. It's going to be live. If you can't join us live, I'll send you the recording. You can find out more about that at messengerspirit.com/classes as well. So we have 2 events going on this month. And, we got to start the year out on a good note, right? Okay, so here we go. Let's see what Spirit has to share about this year. All right. Then I'm going to go through some of your comments. So this is collectively for everybody. The first card, a theme that we're going to be learning, a theme that we're going to be integrating into our lives this year. It is the heart chakra card, right? It's time for self-care. That's one of the things that I see intuitives, healers, coaches, they're giving, they're helping other people, but they have to give back to themselves. So this year for 2026, we talked about following your intuition, really leaning into your intuition more so this year, because things seem like changes happen fast. And so you have to like lean into your intuition to know when to pivot. But in doing that, you can actually have a better connection with your spirit guides when you take care of yourself because your energy is in a more balanced space. So this card represents the energy healer. This card represents the heart chakra. This is where we need to have more balance. And please remember to self-care. Clear your energy, balance your energy. That feels like a huge theme this year in general. It's like we're going out and about. Maybe we get some news coming up on social media. We need to clear our energy, reset our energy. That is going to be a really big theme for us this year. And it's something that you can't put on the back burner. You have to put in the forefront right now. The next card I really love. This is a great one. So I'm finding this out just as you are. The celebration card. So this is like a celebration, what you're manifesting, celebrate it. So when we manifest, sometimes we think it's a lot of work. We do have to put in some effort, right? We can't just sit back on our couch the entire time. But this is about celebrating what you're manifesting and think positive. Like know that it's there, know that it's in the ether already, and know that it's coming into the physical realm. So it feels like taking care of yourself and also think positive, celebrate, have more joy. The more joy you can have, the more you celebrate things in your life, your blessings, the easier it is to manifest. 2026 feels like, there can be some heavy energy around. And let's not let that seep into our aura. We have to clear it. We have to make sure that we're in a balanced state. And then the easier it is to celebrate, the easier it is to be positive. We're raising our vibration. So celebrate your manifestation. Know that it's already done. It's like this is a completion year. We're completing the things that we're wanting. And so that is the theme that we're getting. So let's look at another card here, a theme for 2026 for all of us. I am so not surprised. I think so many people are feeling this right now. It is the career card. It is time to pivot, align your career with your purpose. So this year, you can't ignore it. You are needing to pivot. And if you know that, then you need to start thinking about some ways to do it and take action on it. If you don't know it and you're ignoring it, which I don't think any of you who are watching right now would be in that category, but some people are going to get kind of knocked off their path because they're not in alignment. So it's always better to know and following your intuition, following when you know you need to change, because that's what needs to happen. Now, I pulled a card in conjunction with the career card, and it's detox. So it's time to let go and purge the stuff that doesn't work for you anymore. So this is a huge, huge thing for healers, coaches, intuitives, Reiki practitioners. This is time to pivot. Now, that doesn't mean that you're completely walking away from something. It means it's time to align. Pivoting, letting go of what's not working. This can be a career in which the way that you've been doing things and helping other people just look a little different. It can still be the same purpose. For some of us, it's like a completely different, I am shutting the doors and I'm opening the doors on something else. But this is like, okay, it is the year, chop, chop, let's get it done. We know we've been needing to do this for a while. And so ask spirit to help you with this. Ask your spirit guides to help you in this capacity when you don't feel that clarity that you're really, really wanting. So I want to go through some of the comments. Hey, Monica and Renee. Renee says, stepping into the light after a long period of dark. Susu says, I'm being tested and not stressing over things. Great. That's important. It's like, I'm letting things go. Josanne says, feel like I'm releasing, getting ready for the fire horse. Yes, absolutely. Hey, Lori, good to see you. And hey, everybody else. So for those of you who are joining us, I want to pull a couple cards, but also if you just joined us, letting you know that we have some fun events happening tomorrow and next week. So messengerspirit.com/classes. We have a spirit circle, and we also have a workshop. In the workshop, I'm going to be helping you pull your own cards and channeling messages called What's in Your Cards Workshop. There is a discounted price through Friday if you want to attend with me live next week. So if you would like a card, tell me in the comments, like put an emoji in the comments or just say yes in the comments. And I'd love to pull a card. I'm not going to be able to get to everybody, but I'm just going to kind of see where I'm drawn. You can ask a question. You can just say, I want some guidance. Just pull a card. Let's see what happens. Monica says, I'm ready for change. Lori says, when you see or feel bad things, look around for all the good. Yes, the good really is in the abundance around us. There's always lessons. Spirit is always presenting lessons to us, and we can choose to see the positive in the lessons or the negative in the lessons. So Lori, I'm actually going to pull a card for you. I love your emoji, by the way. It's so cute. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to just pull a general card because they didn't see a question. So this is for you, Lori Adam. Okay, so for 2026, make sure to let yourself receive, and you can be blocking what you need to receive. I know a lot of people don't love this card, but it's so important. It's like, I'm blocking what I need to receive, and just let yourself kind of see things in a different perspective, like you already said, but let things come in a different way than you might think they're coming in. And so you're already on the right track. You're looking at things from a different perspective, like seeing all the positive around and things like that. But I feel like the main message here for this year is to continue to do that and to step out of your own way. I'm glad you said, wow, I've been working on that. Absolutely. I feel like you've done a lot of progress. I feel like your spirit guides think that it's just like a continual thing that you'll be working on. Elizabeth Krause, I'm going to pull a card for you. Let's see what spirit wants to share. And I just see yes, so I'm not going to ask a question. I'm just going to pull a general card. All right, so this is the environment card. This is your energy, your environment needs to change. A trip or a move is coming. So this just feels to me, honestly, Elizabeth, like your environment needs to kind of be energetically cleansed, rearranged. It's like it's time for a different vibe. And it feels like this year you're going to be paying attention to your vibration in different environments, like around, do I feel supported here? Do I feel like the energy is nourishing me or not? And so this is like a year of realignment and looking at what's working, what's not. Not as much of the action as more of the realignment that's happening behind the scenes, going, yeah, I don't like that color anymore. Or yeah, this place feels a little bit limiting, or I feel like I need to be in a different community. So it's just like a reevaluation of that is what I'm getting. But I feel like it's coming. There's a change. It's just more of like asking yourself a lot of questions, like reevaluation is what I'm getting. Mandy Crum, I'd love to know more about my creative path and how that may work alongside my career. So let's just see what Spirit has to share here for you, Mandy, and see what one card they want to share about that. Aha. So Mandy, it's funny because you're asking this question, right? You want to know the answer. Like, that's what we do, right? We're asking our spirit guides. And I just hate it sometimes when they give me this response, but this is what you've got. Listen to your inner voice instead of other people's opinions. And so really the message here that I'm getting for you in this question is more of the answers are going to be coming, but it's going to be more an internal thing. And I know that this can be so frustrating when we get this answer, like, fine, I'll be patient, or you just want me to, figure it out myself. Unfortunately, our spirit guides do that sometimes where we can't get that answer. It's just more of, it will align. It's coming. I know it's coming for you. It's more about like, it's going to take some time. The answers aren't quite here yet. But I do feel like you can blend that, like two paths kind of walking parallel, and then they may merge. But right now, Spirit's kind of being their lovely, smart selves saying, you know what? You're going to have to figure it out instead of us getting the answer. It's so frustrating sometimes, right? So, Mandy, I know you said, okay, that makes sense, though. It's just really funny. Okay, let's see what else. I feel like I can do a few more readings and then I will hop off here. And I hope to see a lot of you in the workshop next week. So I don't know if this is Mary or Mari, but I'm going to pull a card for you and see what Spirit has to share. So let's see what message they want you to know for 2026. Okay. All right. I'm pulling some cards here. That's tough love today. And this is not me, it's from spirit. This is step out of your own way and have patience. And so sometimes we feel like things can be really cloudy. We feel like, I want the answer. I want things to clear. And spirit's like, you know what? Things are in transition for you. Things are changing and the dust is kind of up around. So we can't quite see like outside of the dust bubble, right? When things are changing, but things will eventually clear. The main thing is to have patience and step out of your own way. That seems to be a theme for a lot of us here today. But it's coming. It's just more so you got to trust. You got to have some patience. And also, I feel like things get better in the next 6 months as well. Like you're past this cycle that you're in, and I feel like things are easier for you, more clear for you in the next, like after 6 months. It just feels like, oh, I'm done with that cycle, and now I'm moving on to a new cycle. Thank goodness, right? Sometimes we're just kind of stuck in the same pattern, and it feels like it's moving. Okay, let's do this last message here from Lisa Eckert. Been procrastinating on pulling the trigger on going back to school, always finding reasons not to. What does spirit say? Let's see. All right. Patience, same card that I just pulled from Mary. This is step out of your own way and have patience. And so what does that mean? Well, that means that you're blocking your own way, like you're making excuses and those things, but let go of your timeline. Just say to yourself, do I really want to go back to school? And see what your answer is. And then like allow yourself to receive the timing of it. And it just feels like it doesn't have to be now. Stop pushing or stop thinking that you have to. But the first thing is to just kind of let go and be like, do I want to go back to school or not? Like, is that what I feel like doing? And if the answer is yes, it feels like it's like let it happen. I will say this: if you decide to do this, it feels like you have better energy around April of this year for it, like taking action on it, movement around like doing it. However, it's a choice. It doesn't really feel like in spirit kind of point of view that you have to go back to school. It's like a choice. So it's like, it's up to you. But if you do this, I feel like, the first 3 months of the year are kind of quiet. And then April, you decide to really just, okay, I'm going to do this. And then celebration. So it's just kind of like make the decision if you want to go back to school, say you're going to do it. If that's really what your body feels like doing and your intuition, and then just kind of go, all right, I know it's happening, let it come in the way it needs to happen and just kind of see what's blocking you in that area. And it just feels like it's you. It's like step out of your own way. Okay. Thank you so much for showing up today. I hope to see you in the workshop next week. Chandra's got the Spirit Circle going on tomorrow for $22. You can go to messengerspirit.com/classes to register for the What's in Your Cards workshop, discounted price through Friday if you want to register for that. And tomorrow there's a Spirit Circle. So I am so happy to be with you here in 2026. I hope that you have the most amazing year as the start of this new cycle. And it's good to know our themes, but remember to follow your intuition. That's going to be really important for you this year. All right. I will wish you the best, and I'll see you next time. Bye.